that there was almost a cult-like following.
This guy treats WWE fans as a religious group.
He fell from the rafters to his death. The show continued after he had died in the ring, and the audience never knew he had passed.
Yes they did. Those who attended the event clearly saw him fall a long way down and land on the turnbuckle or ropes, one or the other. Either way, anyone who would see something like that and then see a bunch of medical personnel show would know that he was either severely injured or dead. And that's just for those in attendance. For the rest watching at home, Jim Ross made it pretty clear that Owen Hart had died by saying the words, "Owen Hart has tragically died from that accident here tonight."
15 years later, WWE decided it would be a good idea to air the event on the WWE Network.
They aired it on the WWE Network because it was a WWE pay-per-view. If the WWE Network is playing Chris Benoit's matches from his career, then they would air this.
But they edited out all of his appearances.
Of course they edited out all his appearances. What, did you think they would actually show the accident happen? For one thing, they never did, as the accident happened during the promo leading up to Owen's match. Did you believe they would try and show the death aftermath? Because if so, you're sick as fuck.
I'm counting this as a sin because I'm sure they could have figured out a better way to honor this man's memory.
In the previous Sin video, this one, I mentioned that he was too lazy to research and made an assumption only, but let's not forget that they did have a better way to honor his memory. They paid tribute to him the next night called Raw is Owen. Did you not know about that?
And when a reporter tried to address this with the former CEO,
not only does he not mention Vince McMahon's name, but he addressed him as the former CEO when Vince has been CEO since 1984.
Despite the fact that this was definitely happening and probably still happening,
this dumbass obviously doesn't know about WWE's wellness policy and how strict they are about the usage of steroids for years.
The script even included a writer's checklist, which included have a big finish, grab audience attention, and tell a story / make it entertaining.
Hey buddy, get this. I heard a rumor about this TV show called The Walking Dead. As it turns out, all that stuff you saw with the zombies was not real, and apparently those guys were following a script. What's a script? I've never heard about it before. All TV shows are real, right? Right? No.
Which gives the show almost as much credibility as ABC's The Bachelor.
I'm actually surprised that this asshole compared WWE to The Bachelor. While you're at it, how about you compare the NFL to Jersey Shore, the UFC to the Twilight films, and the NBA to the evening news at 6?
Speaking of the choppy edited shows with storylines,
this guy puts quotation marks over the word storylines as though he believes the storylines are real.
The WWE is notorious for horrendous stories, such as Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy and a charred dog collar.
When I talked about his horrendous storylines before, I just said whether they were horrendous or not. This time I go further in. The feud with the Hardy Boys was not about a dog collar. In storyline, Matt burned Jeff's house down, killing his dog in the process, even though in real life that was a legit accident and Matt had nothing to do with it. This feud was about Matt's jealousy of Jeff rising to the top while he didn't.
Piggy James versus Fat Vicky and Fat Chicks?
Her name was Mickie James, you fucking idiot, and she was the target of the fat jokes by Late Cool, and Vicky Guerrero didn't come into this rivalry until Mickie accidentally spilled cottage cheese on her. Or at least I think it was cottage cheese.
Adam Rose and the Bunny, that appeals to children, dry humped Adam.
Look, the Bunny, or Justin Gabriel might I add, was getting more attention than Adam Rose, causing jealousy and dissension, similar to the Hardy Boys rivalry.
The CEO's family abusing Jim Ross, which drags on forever.
I'm surprised he didn't mention Michael Cole abusing Jim Ross, which also dragged on forever.
Chavo Guerrero versus Hornswoggle and the repetitive humiliation.
That stupid laugh he makes.
Katie Vick, who Kate killed in a car accident, and he had sex with her dead body.
Last time I said this was Triple H wearing Kane's mask, but another thing I'll add is that is not really Katie Vick at all, not her real body.
The Rock, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan.
When he mentions The Rock and John Cena, it shows him in their respective movies, but for Hulk Hogan, it shows him in his court case, which was not a movie, and was a weird choice of video clips to use.
The WWE is known for wonderfully stupid titles for their pro fighters, such as Pegasus Kid.
Pegasus Kid is not a stupid name.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie is a legend, motherfucker.
Chili McFreeze.
That name was never used. It was about to, but got dropped before plans could be made. Next thing you know, he might even say that Stone Cold Steve Austin is a stupid name. But if he did that, then all of us would kill him.
Big Dick Johnson.
Though I never liked that character, that name isn't stupid.
Our boy The Rock made an appearance in January and did a bit which focused on a young female talent, Lana. The Rock was on a bit of a rambling spree, only to explain his sexual conquest with Lana.
It's The Rock. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.